I'm going to teach you something super simple and profound, which will affect your entire life through a healthier, more integrated relationship with your body. So it's a simple truth, which is that the things we won't say because we're afraid of what it means if they're true are the things which unconsciously run our lives. And these beliefs, which aren't necessarily true or false, they're just beliefs that we unconsciously hold, that we're afraid of being true, represent the suppressed emotion and the suppressed energy which is stuck in the body. Why it gets stuck in the body is because we behave as if these beliefs are true, and we put ourselves in situations which constantly lead us into disharmony, into dishonesty with ourselves. If I believe something about myself that isn't true, then I'm constantly going to be consciously trying to prove that it's not true, while unconsciously in my body acting as if it's true. And this disharmony between what I'm trying to prove and what I'm actually experiencing to be true, this conflict of opposites is what drives stress, chronic stress. Often it drives chronic pain too. It drives chronic loops of incongruent behaviors, inconsistent behaviors, which keep us in these cycles of really striving and pushing and then collapsing and running out of energy. So we need to get really honest with ourselves. What are the things we're afraid of saying because we're afraid of the implications of them being true? Remember, it's not the belief that's important. It's not the thing you're afraid of saying. It's the emotional charge that it's holding in your body. And so when you speak these things that you're afraid of being true, don't try to convince yourself, no, but I don't believe it. Just sit and feel how your body responds. If there's a charge, then you need to breathe, you need to go for a little walk, shake it out, and just let the silence do the work. If there's no charge and you can say something and it doesn't affect you, and you are listening to your body and you're sitting still and it's quiet with your eyes closed and you know it doesn't affect you, well then you're free. You're free of that belief. That's not a limiting belief for you. So I hope this has been helpful. It may seem like quite a mental and heady psychological thing, but I assure you this has compounding, measurable, tangible, and absolutely pivotal effects on your behaviors in life, which include the choices you make about whether to train today or not, and how hard to train and what movements to do, the relationships you invest in and how you speak to people and how you handle conflict. It involves how you create in your work and who you think you need to be in your career. Your entire life trajectory comes back to this fundamental relationship with your body and whether or not you're in integrity with yourself. Integrity, harmony, attunement is when what you experience to be true in your body and what you believe to be true are the same. And from that place of resonance, coherence, harmony, you're so much more powerful, and you can create, you can make gains, you can form relationships, you can do whatever you need to do because there's no internal resistance. You're not wasting energy all the time trying to suppress this lie that you've told yourself about yourself. Most of the things that hold us back aren't actually true. When we look at our lives, we realize that it's a filter, it's a story we've been telling ourselves over and over again, but it's not actually true most of the time. The issue is that we believe it's true and that we're afraid it's true, even though it's false. And so before we let it go, we have to go through that process of speaking to what we're afraid of saying, seeing whether there's an emotional charge in the body, allowing that charge to be let go without judging it. Just let it come up, whatever happens. And then we move on. It's about organization and coherence between the two layers. Not pretending things are okay when they're not. And not pretending things are bad when actually you're feeling really good. So there you go.